World Cup champion, Olympic champion, dominating the NWSL. I guess most importantly today, new partnership with Body Armor. That's right, Alex Morgan. Let's start with who you're working with today, why that is putting a smile on your face right now. Looking forward to talking some soccer with you, but tell me about Body Armor.
Yeah, this is totally just a coincidence that it is sitting here in the frame. But yeah, I recently partnered with Body Armor, and we're kicking it off with our One More campaign, which is just a great campaign to be surrounded by so many other athletes like Sabrina, Naomi, DJ, and a bunch more. Because, looking to my right and my left, when you have a lineup like that, supporting a brand, you're in good hands. And Body Armor really is it's a product I use when I'm training, after training. It helps with my hydration so much. And it's great because it's better for me, and it actually has potassium-filled electrolytes. It's, made from a little bit of coconut water, and there's really no artificial sweeteners. And I feel like as an athlete, you just really need that sort of stuff in your life. And luckily, I have a brand like Body Armor to support me with that.
So it's just really cool who you're partnering with, just the athletes that are coming along with you. And I can see over your right shoulder, you've got equal play is greater than equal pay. And you've been very in front of trying to make this a more equal playing field all around. You don't sign up for this though, right, Alex? So I'm wondering, like, kind of a 50,000 foot view at 32 years old as a mom and still doing it, like what that journey has been like for you trying to make the sport a better place for one and all.
Yeah, I mean, it's busy, it's a full-time job aside from playing soccer. All I would love to do is play soccer and get paid fairly. But we're moving forward with U.S. Soccer, which is the most important thing, in settling the lawsuit and actually having equal pay and treatment moving forward alongside the men. That was something that took up a lot of our time, effort, frustrations. And so that was really an important step for us. But you're right, like having a daughter and wanting to, build a better future for her. It's important that I do a lot of these things that I think I would rather be on the field focusing my efforts on. But that's kind of an important piece of being a female athlete. And I'm very proud to be able to represent a lot of the other female athletes that don't necessarily have as big a voice as I do.
What's been the most rewarding part for you?
The most rewarding part, it's seeing a lot of the players a lot of the younger players come up and really just say thank you and show appreciation and just say how much it's like meant that we've fought for them. When I think back to like being a young player on the national team, it was players like Abby Wambach and Christy Rampone and Shannon Box, and many others that fought for really the future generations, fought for me to have more than what they had. And I think that's kind of been the sentiment of the U.S. women's national team, is kind of this passing of the torch and leaving it a better place than when you came up into it. And I think that that's like an important thing to always remember, and to see the younger players acknowledge that and show appreciation has just made it all worth it.
You've got more support too than players in the past as far as being a mom and playing the sport. And I'm sure you would like to make that even greater going forward. Like where are we at in that part? Because I'm thinking about one of your teammates, Crystal Dunn, who's going to be a mom, and then she's going to try to play on the Olympic team. I mean, that's just a lot on your plate. I'm going to try to play at the highest level as quickly as I can after becoming a mother. I mean, that can't be easy, right?
Yeah. I mean, it goes down to just having the support of your team and your organizations, and also your sponsors and a lot of your brand partners. That all plays into it. Being able to have maternity leave, being able to be supported once you're a mom. For me, for example, as a mom, when I bring my daughter, I also have to bring a nanny. They also need seats on the flight, food, hotel rooms. This is additional things that I think a lot of teams aren't used to seeing or paying for. You just don't see it on the men's side. So it's definitely kind of paving a new path for female athletes to be moms and athletes and not have to put their families on hold until after their playing career. And yeah, you're seeing that, like you said, with Crystal. Julie Ertz just announced her pregnancy. And it's really great to see. And I want to be, as much of, a supportive person as possible and giving them advice or recommendations and kind of helping them in kind of the troubles that I saw, as a pregnant athlete and a mom now, and where we can get to together.
Any trouble that you could underline that, I don't know, is easily digestible for all of us to understand?
I think one thing is just that female athletes are really like overlooked when it comes to coming back from pregnancy. You're kind of like told at the 6-week mark, like from your doctor, okay, you're cleared to play, but it's like, your body isn't actually cleared to like just go into contact and like play a game. Like it took 9 months to grow a baby. Like it's not going to take 6 weeks to get back to like where you were before. It like takes time. And so I did a ton of research on like programs and like women who had like experience in like and studied, post maternity, like programs and coming back from that and like playing at the highest level. So that's something that I really worked on, because the last thing I needed was to have an injury right when I came back, muscle injury or this or that. So it's little things like that I did like a lot of research on that I feel like I can pass along to some of the moms, and that still need a lot of research and still need a lot of attention put into.
Yeah, just for the record, if Crystal makes the 2023 Women's World Cup, she'll be the 7th woman since 2012 to play for the national team after giving birth, 14th overall. Just think that though it's a growing number, but it's also like a small number, right? I mean, it's you guys are.
It's very small when you think of the history of the women's national team and how many players have gone caps on this team. There must be over 250 players who have put on the U.S. national team jersey, and to think that only 14 of those have been moms.
It's crazy. That's changing times. And I think, hey, just having the conversation, I think is good for the game. So I appreciate you engaging in it. So, NWSL, your 3rd team, sellout crowds, getting victories. San Diego's not a bad place to spend some time. How are you feeling about the season?
Yeah, not a bad place. Actually, the best city, I think. Might be a little biased. Best city in the world to live in. But we're feeling good. I mean, honestly, we started playing 8 weeks ago. We have to like remind ourselves that progress is important. We're not just going to come out and like compete every single game from the 1st to the 90th minute, because there's some teams that have been playing together for 10 years. We're in our 8th week of this expansion team. So this preseason tournament is actually really great for us to get our feet from under us and just get out. Our first win was a huge thing for this organization, for the fans who all came out, like you said, a sold out crowd. And now we move forward from here and we continue to have success and kind of accelerate those like building blocks and laying the foundation of this team. And Casey as a coach has been, the perfect person, I think, for this team and what it needs.
Sounds like you're taking on a nice leadership role here.
I've only been around, for quite some time, so it's natural.
Yeah. This is the point, by the way, in my soccer interviews where I turn it to my niece, who I think she can just qualify for everybody here. She's a freshman in high school playing on the JV team, upset she's not on varsity, but the coach likes to hold freshmen to the JV. What's your advice to the, 10 to 15-year-olds out there who have got big soccer dreams and what they should be focusing on to get their game to the next level and enjoy the sport at the same time?
I think what you said right there is really important. Enjoying it first. If you're 10 years old, like you don't need to be playing 6 days a week soccer and your coach telling you that you can't play another sport and that you need to focus on this. And, that's what's going to get you to the next level. I didn't even play like club soccer till I was 13 years old. What makes a difference is, maybe 14, 15, 16 years old, that's when you start to commit a lot more time to one sport. You start to, put in those extra individual sessions, whether that's with your mom or your dad, by yourself, with your coach, whatever it is. Doing that little extra here and there is going to make a difference. But at 10 years old, enjoy it. If you don't want to play soccer 6 days a week, like, don't play on that team. Like, going to a different team that only plays 4 times a week or 3 times a week is not going to be the difference of you making the national team now and not making it.
I mean, I did everything I could to get her into basketball and tennis. I just didn't. I just lost the battle, and which is it's the way.
And it's like, if she loves it and if that's what she wants to do every single day, like, amazing. As long as she continues to be happy playing it.
I've seen a lot of smiles on the face out there. So yes, it's working. All right. Hey, Alex, always great to see you. Good luck to the Wave. I think it's awesome. The league's expanding. For those who, haven't been to an NWSL game, they should get out there, right? It's a great level of play, and you guys are, I guess, deserving. Let's get the support going out here. It's an important league.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Alex. Working with Body Armor. Talk to you next time.
All right. Thanks, Mark.